Lolita is a 1962 comedy drama directed by Stanley Kubrick and starring James Mason as a middle-aged man named Humbert Humbert who becomes obsessed with a 13-year-old girl named Lolita, played by Sue Lyons. The film is based on the book of the same title by Russian author Vladimir Nabokov, who also wrote the script. The film's obvious theme of pedophilia limited the extent to which Kubrick could explore the erotic nature of the relationship between Humbert and Lolita, restrictions that Kubrick would cite later and claim that he would never have made the film had he known how much the censorship board would restrict his vision for Nabokov's story. Nevertheless, the restrictions imposed on the film probably did more for its lasting appeal and influence on subsequent generations because of what it left out, which has more impact on the imagination. If Kubrick had been able to do this film the way he wanted to do it, this element would have overshadowed the other themes in the film. Other actors of note in this film are Shelley Winters as Lolita's mother, Charlotte Haze, and Peter Sellers as playwright Claire Quilty. In proportion to its budget of $2 million, Lolita was a box office success, earning more than $9 million. The film earned a nomination for Best Adapted Screenplay by Nabokov in 1962 and won a Golden Globe for Best Promising Newcomer in Sue Lyons. In this video, I want to share some perspectives I got out of the movie. Thanks, and don't forget to leave a comment when you finish watching the video. As humans, we are all born as animals predisposed to our desires and emotions. Discipline, intelligence, and morality are learned attributes we use to manage our desires and emotions. This makes us civilized. But civilized behavior is artificial because it is learned behavior outside of what we are. This is why no matter how civilized we become, we sometimes find ourselves in situations where our emotions or biological urges, such as our desire to be loved or accepted, our appetites, our lusts, anger, fear, depression, jealousies, etc., control us and make us do things that we in our right minds know are counterproductive to our health, happiness, and the happiness of others. From the day we are born to the day we die, we are in a constant war with ourselves, with what we would like to be and what we are born to be. Even the life of Jesus Christ exemplified this struggle of principle against the temptation of the flesh. Humbert is the stereotypical civilized man, British, well-read, and speaks with an English accent. His expertise in translating French poetry reflects his transformation from civilized man to a creature driven by its urges. The French language, which is his specialty, is associated with an emotion that isn't associated with thinking, and that's love. Lolita is the opposite of Humbert. She lives by her appetites, is undisciplined and primitive relative to Humbert in intelligence. But from the start of the film, she is aware of her power over him and his superior intellect. To symbolize the subordination of intellect to nature, Humbert gives up his teaching position at Beardsley College to pursue his relationship with Lolita. Also, Lolita's nickname in this film is Lo. Considering the fact that all names in this film calls attention to something in each character, the significance of the nickname isn't random. Lo suggests Lolita's intellectual development in relation to her potential. All of her decisions come from the way that she feels, her lack of a mature role model, and a lack of education. In other words, Lo is low because she is deprived of what she needs to develop emotionally, socially, and intellectually. Her mother sees her as a woman and a rival, and Humbert takes her out of school to keep her from seeing other boys her age. Lo in an evolutionary sense, fits the character or any person deprived of the structure, experiences, and knowledge that separates man from animal. Throughout the film, Lolita is taken backwards in development. First, she is deprived of a mature mother to guide her to womanhood. She is treated as an object of desire by Humbert. He then deprives her of developing socially by keeping her away from other kids her age. Finally, he takes her out of school completely. By the end of the film, both Quilty and Humbert have disappointed her to where she settles for Dick, her husband, who also represents his own namesake. Humbert's specialty in translating French poetry to English refers to how he sees Lolita and also to Lolita's own confusion about what she is. To translate something is to convert or change from one thing to another. This is what Humbert attempts throughout the film with Lolita. Even though he is attracted to her for being the child she is, he also strives throughout the film to make her behave like a woman. Then he tries reading poetry to her, which she thinks is corny. Then he tries to get her interested in the literature he reads. Then he tries to get her to stay in with him all day instead of participating in activities common with girls her age. Most importantly, he tries to suppress her natural attraction for other men. Lolita's confusion starts with her own identity in relation to her mother, who is just as immature as she is. This confusion then overlaps into her relationship with Humbert and meeting his expectations to act like a grown woman, even though she still has the normal needs of a girl her age, such as being with her peers and having fun. This is a short video that I wanted to point out some of the perspectives that I got from watching Stanley Kubrick's great film Lolita. He has always been and always will be one of my favorite directors. And this film, as all of the films that he's made, is deep, and you always come away from his films with question marks. Again, thanks for watching this video, and please like it and leave a comment, and also follow the link in the description to my film blog. Thank you, and I appreciate it, and you have a great day.